chance to take that deep dive into today's special value. And for me, when I'm talking about electronics, I really want to hear all the details. What I have loved about being with QVC over the years is we do it right. We already went out there and did the comparison shopping, but I welcome you to do the same thing because this is HP. HP, according to the NPD Group, was the #1 selling printer brand for the last 3 years. So if I'm going to ask you to spend your money on printers, which you can bump into pretty much at the big box store all the way to the store where you go to buy your printer ink, and it's confusing. Well, we're going to cut through all that today and get you the printer that will do more than you ever dreamed your printer could do, because this will print, it will copy, it will scan, it will fax. It is a wireless printer. It comes with software. It comes with full-size ink cartridges that are individual, that are easy to be able to change down the road. There's no worries there. And instead of having to buy one when a color runs out, you can actually tailor it to the colors. We didn't stop there, because this is our bundle for you. We also are going to give you some really nice, about $171 worth of creative software so you can do your cards, and I'll have Stephanie go over all this. It's 4 easy pays of $24.99. And now's the time of the year when you need it. Free shipping and handling of $14.47. And here's how it breaks down for you so you're comfortable looking at it. The printer itself, the 7520, the 7520 Photosmart, it's $159. Then you're going to get software for a greeting card. You're going to get the Bunsey Plus 1 year for under $60. The PicMonkey for $33. The $50 voucher for $50. That all adds up to a combined retail of $332 and change. But you know what? When you buy a printer, you want it to last. You want it to be great quality. I read you the statistics about HP, and you don't have to have an HP computer or a specific phone. You will love everything this can do. Stephanie Humphrey brings us great innovative products from HP. You're lucky you get to work for that great company.
I love it.
How are you, Miss Stephanie?
I'm great. How are you?
You're looking beautiful. You smell
Thank
good
you.
too. All right, so let's talk printers,
Yes.
because every household needs a printer.
Gotta
Would
have a
love
printer.
a scanner. Would love to be able to fax from home. Would love a little photo studio.
Yes.
And it's all built right in here.
It's all in one, and it's going to take care of the whole family. That wireless capability means that any device in your house can connect to this printer at the same time. You don't have to worry about that cord and one at a time and fighting over it.
All right, Stephanie, you brought your phone. Let's do exactly what, if we were in high school, we would do.
We would take a selfie. Hey.
All right, here's the beautiful thing. Because Stephanie already has this in her phone, she can hit print and it'll come up on our printer. You will be able to do this from your home, from any computer, with any phone, anything that's Bluetooth capable. It can be an iPad, it could be a tablet, anything, any of your computers. It can be any kind of computer. And this has AirPrint. It also has its own email address.
Yes.
So you don't have to tether it to the computer. You don't have to be on a certain computer to have it work. This is 2014, and if you bought, and the one I have was the very first year they ever did wireless.
Right.
And you know, I am the biggest boob. I will be the first to admit it when it comes to electronics. Totally intimidates me. But I knew I needed a printer. This printer has saved us. It has printed out college applications and all of the scripts that I've done for dance. It prints things very fast. The quality is beautiful. And it works to print those photos. You're going to see that photo, and obviously it takes certain things a little bit longer, like a photo.
Well, because you're getting lab quality. That's the thing. So you're going to need, you know, you have those 5 cartridges that are going to make the colors super rich and vibrant, and it's going to look like something you spent a lot of money on.
I mean, when I looked at this, I was so impressed. It looks like I went to the photo studio or wherever you get your photos printed. This is what, if you're watching in the beginning of the show, Sharon and I shot this picture. It's a little selfie there. And you could even take the card out of your camera and put it in the front. So I'm going to let you explain everything, but first, let's go ahead and take a little look at this video.
Jam-packed with features. So you got that really big, beautiful touchscreen display, makes it super easy to see and read and use. Wireless printing from any mobile device, your smartphone, your tablet, your camera, your computer, everything prints from this. You're going to e-print. So each printer has its own unique email address. So if you send a photo to the email, it'll print through the printer, which is great. Printables, gets you recipes and news and all kind of good stuff for the kids and crafts, and it's all in one. So you're going to print, you're going to copy, you're going to scan, you're going to fax. You also, it's super fast. You saw us printing out at the top of the show, the auto feed, 14 pages a minute in black and white, 10 pages a minute in color, and that 25-sheet auto feed is great because you might have more than one thing you want to make a copy of, and you go to those copy centers and they charge you $0.05 a sheet, and it starts to add up after a little while, and both sides of the page. So that saves you some paper as well.
Yes. And it's easy. It's easy enough to figure out. It's great even if you have a small business in your home. But think about what's coming up. Stephanie, you and I were talking about this. It's the end of the year. So kids need to print out all of their projects. Kids can go through ink in like nobody's business. There will be projects you can print for when your kids and your grandkids. You could print the morning newspaper if you wanted to do this. Then tax season is upon us. Then for those of you who are buying a house or you're into that college stage, you're going to need to be able to fax things. You can scan things. So let's start. We get it home.
We get it home.
All right. We even have full-size cartridges.
As soon as you take it out the box, there are full-size cartridges included. You can see you get one for kind of each individual color. The cartridge loader is color-coded, so it's super easy to use. You just match the pink with the pink, match the blue with the blue, and you're good to go. And then you turn it on, and you get this great, big, beautiful touchscreen. And here's how you connect it to the wireless, because that is the most asked question I get on my Facebook pages. How do I connect my printer? This little icon right here at the top. You see that little signal icon there. All you have to do is give that a press, and then you'll see the wireless thing come up. You head down to your...
Honey, walk around the other side if you want.
Yeah, you head down to your...
Stephanie's trying to do it upside down.
Trying to do it upside down. You head down to your settings, and you see the third selection down is your wireless setup wizard. Once you press that, it's going to find your Wi-Fi signal in your house. So the name of your router will pop up. You choose it, you hit OK, and you're all connected to the internet, and you're ready to go.
And you don't have to do that for every individual, or do you have to do that for every individual thing? It's been so long, mine's been set up.
Now you just set it up for whatever Wi-Fi is in your house, and the printer's ready to go.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. Get printer paper. You need printer paper. You also find photo paper. It's easy enough to find. The HP brand is out there. Then you're going to get all the nice little software that you can play with. But for a lot of us, what this is going to do is allow us to look at our email. I look at my email on my phone and I hit print all the time. That way I don't have to take notes by hand. That way I have it. I can print coupons that way. I can print my schedule that way. Your kids can print their homework that way.
I'm going to print an email real quick just
to,
just to show you. So you're on your phone. Where's my print function here? Maybe I'm not going to print an email. Let's see.
And there you can see, I mean, you could be, you know, working on anything. You work from home, and you just hit print, and then you can choose color, or do you want black and white? That's the beauty of it. Your kids can be sitting upstairs. You could be sitting downstairs. That's the beauty of it. You aren't tethered to a computer. And Stephanie, it doesn't matter what brand computer, whether it's a Mac or whether it's an HP.
Any computer, any wireless device, Apple, Android, a tablet, a smartphone, anything can connect to this printer and print wire. That wireless thing changed my life. I don't know what I did before I had a wireless printer. I was super inconvenienced. It was a pain because you were looking for the cord. You had to connect the computer. If you're using the printer, no one else can use the printer because you're connected. This way, everybody in the house can send stuff to the printer. It's not going to get jammed up. Everybody has the functionality that they need.
700 of you have dialed in. I told Stephanie I love this printer so much I was going to get a backup because I don't ever want to be without it. See, this is what we're talking about. So when you check your email or this time of the year, somebody sends you, you know, I like the craft store these days, so they send me a $5 off coupon. I open up the coupon, I hit print, voila, I can print it out here and I take it to the store with me and I don't have to worry. It's easy to put the paper in, that's not hard at all. It's easy also to put the photo paper in, so you don't have to worry about the photo paper just gets sneaked right in here.
Well, that's the great part, because it is a separate, you can take this out. You get a separate photo tray, which is really nice, because typically with all-in-ones, you're either printing photos or you're printing documents, because you have to keep switching the paper out for the photo paper and the regular paper. This way, you can put your photo paper in the tray, and you can do either 4x6 or 5x7. You have your regular paper in the paper tray, and you can do either one.
It's easy to reach.
Yeah, it's easy to reach.
It's easy to change the ink on this. We're going to talk about the little pad here, because if you can use your phone, you can use this pad. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, you're going to get those great printables, which are going to give you all kind of recipes.
What are printables?
Printables are, and there's an app built into the computer that will grab stuff from online, so you get the latest news, you get the latest recipes,
you printed something
you get
out
the
over
latest,
here, right?
Yeah, these are your printables. So the good thing about these, you can schedule them. So say you want to get your news at 7 a.m. every morning with your coffee, you schedule it for 7 a.m. By the time you wake up, it's sitting on the printer and it's waiting for you.
Yeah, I mean, how beautiful
it's really
is that?
great.
And it can be a newspaper from anywhere. Dan always talks about his hometown newspaper. You can go ahead and do that if you want to do something like that. There's fun projects. There's coupons. There's recipes on the printables, and it's all right here. When I need to see which ink needs to be changed, there's a little dewdrop.
There's a little button for that as well, yeah.
And I just press on that, and it lets me know that I ran through the blue, so I go by the blue.
The touchscreen tells you everything, and then you got this great big flatbed printer. So if you only want one copy, you just put your paper face down, you literally just hit the copy button, and you hit print. And it's just that simple. It's going to pop right out. It's going to print really quickly.
Stephanie,
it's a really nice feature to have.
You didn't have to run somewhere because you wanted to make a copy because you needed to give it to your kid. Now there are no tears because that report needs to get printed out. This will be something. Oh, there you can see what we were talking about. Do you see how nice that is? It's so easy to change the ink on this.
Really easy to do, yeah. And I like the auto feed feature as well, because that is like a real copier. So you got a couple of pages you need to print.
Copier at work.
You don't have to keep switching them out and you're opening and you're taking it out. You just put them right in the auto feed and you're good to go. And the fax, you don't get that on printers anymore.
Well, and it's hard because hardly anyone. I'm a dinosaur. I still have my fax machine,
what?
but very few.
To fax stuff.
Yeah, you definitely need to fax things.
You totally do. I went to a copy center. I spent $15 to fax pages. $15. If I had had this, I would have been good to go.
It makes me uncomfortable too, because then I think usually what you're faxing is something very private. And so now they're just seeing everything I just faxed to someone. Well over 1,000 of you have dialed in. If you are sending a child to college or they're already there, this is a perfect gift. This is the final today's special value printer of 2014. So we wanted to do it big. And if you bought last year's, this one even has more advanced, jam-packed features that are easy to use and also make common sense. If you want to break it apart so that you know, we have free shipping and handling. Ours is $99.96. If you just bought this printer, $159. Then you throw in all the wonderful software, the creative software you're going to get, that's $170. And you end up with $332.99. You don't have to do it. We'll send it wherever you need us, including that, you know, college dorm room. Definitely Nick was set up with this. If I need it to, because I don't have wireless, could I buy the accessory to connect this to the computer?
You could get a USB cord, connect it the same way you're used to doing with all your other printers.
If you don't have wireless,
if you don't have wireless access, you can still use this with no problem.
Okay, what are you showing us here, and then we'll go to the phones.
Well, these are great. This is one of the software titles that you get in the package. This is Bunsey Plus, and I made some Christmas cards. And you know, that's the season. You're going to start making these. I put a little picture of that's my niece and my brother-in-law.
Nice.
I know.
How personalized.
Exactly. Right? And you can just do these. And this here's a Thanksgiving invitation. So, you know, I'm not actually cooking, but you can stop by anyway. It's fine. But, you know, you're going to spend a lot of money for these this year. You're going to go into those card stores. You're going to spend $30 on a pack of 15, you know, print them out yourself and then personalize them.
You're going to have and this is the fun thing to me, the quality of the photos is just as if you went to some place where you always went and gave them the card or put the card in the machine, and because you wanted that quality. Here you can go ahead and print directly from your phone, your tablet, your iPad, but you could also take that little card out of your camera, and in the front here, you're gonna see there's a slot. So you could put it in there, and then they show up on here, and you can go ahead and even edit on here. So that's one of the really wonderful, easy access things. That's what I'm talking about here. And then you have your photo paper, and voila, you print out the photos exactly what you want when you're relaxed in the convenience of your own home.
And you also get tons of forms as well. Here's a crossword puzzle. This is one of the printables. But then there are other forms you have. This is a Sudoku puzzle. So think about you're getting ready to get on a plane and you're going to take a long flight. You need something to do. Print out a bunch of these. Take them with you. You don't have to buy a book now when you get to the airport and pay a bunch of money. And this, I just love the fact that HP offers this. It's lined paper. So your son or daughter's at home, it's 10 o'clock at night, the book report's due, but they ran out of paper. What are we gonna do? Nothing's open. So you print out one of these and you can actually print it double-sided, so you got both sides of the paper.
The only thing I will say, and Stephanie will back me up on this, I'm sure, is hold on to this because it will give you instructions on how to get all the extra creative software, and also hold on to your original instructions because that will give you the email address.
Yes.
Because each printer has its own email address. Debbie has been really kind, so we're going to go ahead and invite Debbie to join us. Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you very much.
It's nice to meet you. Debbie, do you already have an HP at home?
Yes, I do, but it's not wireless.
Okay.
Oh,
and
boy.
so I'm so excited to get this wireless.
You're going to notice
And
such a big difference.
Debbie?
I've been watching the show with you, and I'm so excited to see your photos on there, how nice and clear they are.
Yes, they're really beautiful. Debbie, one of the things that I'm going to tell you, and you know I'm not a techie, but the idea that I can sit on my phone, Debbie, and something comes up and I want to print out a photo or an email, and I don't have to be anywhere near that computer, you know, as long as I'm in the house, it works great. But even if you were somewhere else, if she has that email.
If you have the email, you can send it. Yeah, you can just send it directly to the printer. So that's a nice feature.
I thought that was fantastic, and I also like the feature where you can put the card from your camera right in there, and I thought that was just fantastic. And the price is fantastic. So.
Oh, good. Oh, and Debbie, don't worry. You can even, you probably will end up on their email list anyway, but you can order the HP cartridges because I've had this kind for, you know, a couple of years. They're easy to find. Sometimes I either, you know, I'm in the, go to the store where they give you money back for turning your cartridges in. So, and they don't all kick at the same time because sometimes you use a little more blue or whatever. So you can just take them out and use them as you need them.
Well, you guys did a fantastic job selling this because I got sold as soon as you started showing the photos.
You know, I honestly, it is something, Debbie, that I count on so much that I would almost want to back up because I think if mine died, I wouldn't be so upset.
Well, I agree. I think the second one would be wonderful also. My children will probably want one of these after they see this.
Well, you know, we're always here for you. So, Debbie, thank you so much. I hope it does everything that you need it to do.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, girls.
You too.
Take care, Debbie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, Debbie was talking about being able to take the card out of her camera and be able to print. So you can print this size.
You can. That's a 4x6. You can print. These are 8.5 by 11. So these are
full
page sizes. Yes.
Wow.
And you would put these. Obviously, you'd put that photo paper in the paper tray instead of the photo tray. But yeah. But look at the great quality of those pictures. The detail, the color saturation.
Oh, look at that one.
That's something that you would have to pay a lot of money to take to a lab and get. Those. That's my niece and my nephews at Christmas time. Yeah. But you know, you could frame that and give that as a gift.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that high quality of photo, and we're just printing things out. We're actually doing the
gingerbread
house contest here at the Q. So I took some pictures of all the submissions of these. Are really nice. These people put a lot of effort into these.
Did you see ours? Our fashionably frightful.
I think I have a picture of that too. Yeah, I think I have a picture of that.
It wasn't so memorable compared to everyone else's.
No, they did a great job with those. But yeah, the fact that you can print, you can copy, you can scan, you can fax, and you can scan directly to email, which is nice as well. But you got that great, big, beautiful touch screen. You're not going to have any problem seeing all of the buttons and the options. You're going to print wirelessly from any device, but you can still connect it to your computer via cable if you need to. E-print is invaluable. The printer has its own email address, so anything you send to that email address will print automatically. The printables, you're going to use those more than you know. The news, the recipes, the games, the crafts, all that good stuff. Nice to have. Yeah. And you're faxing, you're scanning, you're copying, you're printing, and it's super fast. So if you're running through a lot of documents, you got that big business report due in the morning, you're not going to have to worry about that. And auto document feeder, so up to 25 sheets, and let it do the work for you. So you don't have to keep switching it out on that flatbed and doing them one at a time. And duplex printing, so you're getting both sides of the sheet used. You'll save a little bit of paper that way.
And it's one piece of equipment.
And it's one piece of equipment.
Piece of equipment. You don't need a fax machine. You don't need something different to scan or to copy or to print. It breaks down this way. The Photosmart unit itself, the all-in-one printer, wireless, 6-foot cord, is going to be $159 by itself. Then you add to it all of the wonderful software that we added to it, the creative software, that's $170. The combined software, the service, the combined total retail value is $332.99. 4 months to get it home at $24.99 a month. So you'll have it. You'll have it now. You'll have it because you know what happens. The end of the, and you know, Stephanie too, this is the end of the year for the kids. So, or not the end of, you know, before they go on holiday break. So they've got reports due, and you know you wait, we were all kids too, you wait to the last minute. So always have, you get full-size cartridges when you order it, but always get an extra set. I always make sure I have an extra set. You can be creative. If you only want to do a couple of holiday cards and you didn't have time to get to it, gosh, you can do it in your own home. Do it in an afternoon, have fun, print them out, get yourself some stamps and go with it. That's the beauty of it. Look at the color and the quality of it.
Yeah, you turn in a book report like this, you get an A.
Yeah, and you can do both sides, so you're not wasting paper on it. Lillian is with us. She's from New Jersey. So, hi, Lillian. How are you?
Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Hey,
We're
Lillian.
doing great, thanks. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so glad that I turned you on this morning and saw this today's special value.
Good, good. Lillian, what kinds of things do you do with your printer at home, or do you need to be able to do?
Well, I've always had HP printers, the all-in-ones since they made them, but never wireless. One issue that I've always had, but the last printer that I've had for 10 years, and it finally gave out on.
That was a long time.
Yeah, it did me well, but the part that really grabbed me, aside from the wireless and the quality of the printing, is that I can lift that lid up.
Yes.
Put receipts or odd-shaped pieces of paper that don't go through the
feeder.
What do you call it? You know, the feeder. So that's a big one for me. And it just looks wonderful, and you've given a great presentation. And Pat, I adore you. You're a wonderful hostess. And you and Jane are terrific together.
Thank you.
I love
I adore her. I agree with you, Lillian. I absolutely adore her. I'm so glad that I think you're going to be so pleased when you get the wireless HP. And if this lasts half as long, I think we'll have done fine. So lovely to meet you. Happy holidays, Lillian.
Same to you.
Thank you much. I hope that you love it.
I'm sure I will.
All right. Bye-bye, Lillian.
Take care, Lillian.
Her other HP printer lasted 10 years.
10 years.
Electronics.
I'm glad they're showing that.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to put that together.
You
I actually
Frozen,
put that
Stephanie?
together, yes. Everybody loves Frozen. That's one of the great Disney printables you get, so keep the kids busy.
And they're all here. The nice thing about it is it's not complicated. You probably don't even need to read the instructions because it has actually a quick guide. So it's so simple. You're going to get full cartridges to start on it. I hope you love it. Go get some photo paper. Go get, and it uses regular paper, printer paper, so there's nothing tricky about that. You can find the HP. We brought you the best we could possibly. HP was the #1 selling printer brand for the last 3 years in the U.S. based on dollars and units. That's what we delivered today. 4 easy pays of $24.99, free shipping and handling. It is the final printer today's special value of the year. And just one other thing, just quickly. We do have Square Trade, the 3-year service contract for you. If you are interested, please go online. You can read more about it on QVC.com or go ahead and ask the operators. We're here to help you.